Welcome to Fandango's Big Ticket, where we interview Hollywood's biggest stars and tell you what's hot in theaters. In theaters this week, a new installment in the Exorcist franchise and a sci-fi thriller featuring the Oscar-nominated Saoirse Ronan. It's all coming up this week on Big Ticket.
Baby, you've been gone 3 days.
Taking over theaters is the horror flick The Exorcist Believer. This marks the sixth installment in the Exorcist franchise, and even more importantly, it's a direct sequel to the original 1973's hit film The Exorcist. And with that, the film features Ellen Burstyn reprising her role as Chris MacNeil from the original, her first time returning to the franchise in 40 years. She's joined by stars like Leslie Odom Jr., Ann Dowd, and Jennifer Nettles. Another reason to get obsessed with this movie is that it's the first of 3 new Exorcist films coming our way in the next few years. I love it, with the next one called Deceiver due out in 2025. Believer, Deceiver, what's gonna be next? Retriever? Of course, The Exorcist Believer is our big ticket movie of the week. Here's a look at our chat with some of the people behind the flick talking about Burstyn's return.
We had the seed of an idea of what we wanted to do with this film. I got on the phone with Ellen and I kind of pitched her the idea. She was, as she should be, very suspect. What are you guys doing? What are your intentions? How are we going to do this? How is the story going to be told? And getting to know her, reading her autobiography, and in a lot of ways discovering what happened in her actual life after the Exorcist film came out, started finding parallels in the journey of the character of Chris MacNeil that we wanted to create. What would Chris's life have been like 50 years after the events in Georgetown with Reagan? And so I think our curiosity and our collaboration there really started to spark something in both of us, and our co-writer Peter Sattler, and just tried to sculpt something that was meaningful, that was respectful to the integrity of the original film, and followed her character on this very valuable journey for us.
Get your tickets now and be sure to check out our full interview on Fandango.com.
I don't want a robot living with my wife.
Do you really want to leave her here all alone, day after day?
He doesn't really see me anymore.
Also arriving in theaters this week is the sci-fi psychological thriller Foe. This film stars Saoirse Ronan, one of the best young actresses in Hollywood, who has already got a Golden Globe Award to go along with her 4 Oscar noms and 5 BAFTA nominations. AKA, she is very, very good at her job. The second reason to make Foe your friend is the premise about a married couple that learns that the husband, played by Paul Mescal, is headed off to a space station while the wife, Ronan, will be watched after by a robot. Ah yes, a classic tale of love. The movie is based on the popular 2018 novel of the same name by Canadian writer Ian Reid. He also co-wrote the screenplay alongside Australian director Garth Davis, known for 2016's Lion, aka my favorite movie of 2016. Seems like a solid team. Well, that's it for this week's Big Ticket. 2 great options for one big weekend. You're welcome. And don't forget, you can get your tickets to both of these right now at Fandango.com. Thanks for watching Fandango's Big Ticket. See you next week.